I thought I would take an attempt at giving you the meaning of life as I see it. Um, I think when people are wondering what is the meaning of life, they're wondering two separate things. One, what is it that I am here for as an individual? Why am I here? What am I here to do? And then the second component of the meaning of life is why are we here? Um, why is there existence? Why does the solar system and the galaxies and the planets, why does all this exist? Why isn't it just nothing? Um, Two very different questions. The first about the individual, why am I here? Well, what we're trying to do as humans in this experience is to be fulfilled, right? That's what makes us happy day in and day out. It's fulfillment. So the question is, how do we find fulfillment? Um, well, emotion is the feedback system of life. And if you have a job that's stressful, if you feel busy and overworked and you feel like shit, that's not feeling fulfilled, So what is fulfillment? They say, do what you love and the money will follow. Well, that's wrong. It really is do what you love. Do what you love without any attachment to what that provides back in terms of money, of monetary income. You know, money doesn't give you fulfillment at all. So it's almost like a burden to do what you love and get money back. You're making the point of your existence about things that are not real and materialistic that will go away. So it's about what gives you the best feelings in the moment. Things like happiness, things like love, especially love. Love is the driving force of the universe. Love is what everything happens through. Everything moves through love. Happiness is engulfed in love. Happiness can be just one person who is happy, right? Everyone else on the planet could be miserable, but if one person's happiness is there, then that's still true happiness for that person. But love requires two, not just like a good partner, the conventional sense of love, because that is a manifestation of it, but I mean more, love for yourself at a minimum, or love for the world as you see it. There's no difference between the two. So even by yourself, you're still perfectly loved. That's one of the birthrights of being a human that people have given up on or lost sight of. But we have the birthright of being unconditionally loved and loving unconditionally. When we give love, the universe gives it back times 10. We get showered with love. It's a wonderful experience. So I would say you need to find what it is you can do that gives love. Because when you focus on giving love, then you'll get back true fulfillment, which is happiness, which is love. That's just the highest form of energy exchange that there is. So what does that mean? That's different for everyone. It's about creation. It's what can you create that captures love or communicates love. And that doesn't have to be painting or sculpture. It can be creating, a meal for your family. It could be creating kind words about yourself or for someone else. Things like that will tap right into the deepest source of love and will give you fulfillment. And being able to stay in that place where you are giving and receiving love and being fulfilled as your priority without worrying about the material world. That's the challenge of life. But that is the meaning of life, is to maintain control over our animal instincts and the desire for greed and sin and all these things, and to just stay focused on giving and receiving love, because that is the basic law of the universe. And that's a good transition into, okay, well, why is there existence? Why does anything exist? Why isn't it just nothing. And when I was younger, I used to think of the Big Bang as everything coming out of nothing, right? There's the primordial atom that just explodes, and then all of this space dust starts to form and coagulate into the universes that we see today. But in reality, it's backwards. It's that the Big Bang came out of everything, not that it came out of nothing. The real question isn't why does everything exist? It's why does nothing exist, if that makes sense, because we come from a single everything, all of existence, your thoughts included, everything you can perceive now or in the past or in the present, which are both illusionary but inclusive of this this initial state, right? The primordial atom. It's one entity. This is God, a single entity that broke apart into trillions of different pieces of itself and is working to reorganize itself back into the unified condition that it was in. So the question then becomes, well, why did the one unity of God become all of these different pieces? Why did that happen? And that's a great question. That's one of the great questions of life. But the answer to it isn't really necessarily something that can be understood or conveyed easily. I mean, it deals with an entity that's bigger than anything we can think of at all. So it's a hard thing to describe, but the best description that I've heard, the one that I hold closest to my heart, is that God created something to love, right? The universe wanted something to love. So out of this drive, this push for unconditional love, unity became dissolution. And through the act of love, the tiny little facets of God and consciousness that we're coming back, we're forming together into the original gem, the divine source. You know, that's where we're all headed. We're walking each other back home. It's beautiful.